If you already own a home in Florida and you're thinking about selling it to buy another one right here in Florida, let me ask you something. What if you could keep most of your low property taxes from your current home and apply them to the next one? Or even better, what if moving from your current Florida home to your next Florida home didn't mean starting your property taxes all over again at full market value? If that caught your attention, stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how Florida Property Tax Portability works and how it can save you thousands when you move from one Florida home to another one. Now that we've got your wheels turning, hey everyone, I'm Carrie Leota, your Space Coast Realtor, helping Florida homeowners buy and sell real estate. From moving up in Merritt Island to downsizing in Cocoa Beach, to shifting from Melbourne to Viera, or swapping your Palm Bay home for something on the water. If you're already a Florida homeowner and you're planning another Florida purchase, this video is absolutely for you. Okay, let's talk about this in the simplest, most real person way possible. If you've owned your Florida home for a while, you probably noticed that your taxes don't go up that much every year. That's because something called the Save Our Homes cap. It basically tells you your assessed value. You're only allowed to climb up about 3% a year. Meanwhile, the market value of your home is off doing its own thing. Rising fast, sometimes very fast, especially here on the Space Coast. So now, your home might be worth $500,000, $600,000, or $700,000. But you're only being taxed on some much smaller number like $240,000 or $260,000. And here's the fun part. That gap between what your home is worth and what you're taxed on, that's your tax savings. And portability allows you to bring those savings with you when you sell your current Florida home and buy another one. It doesn't matter if you're moving from Cocoa Beach to Viera, Merritt Island to Melbourne, or Palm Bay to Satellite Beach. If it's Florida to Florida, portability is available to you, and you can take up to $500,000 of your tax savings with you. Here's the best part, it's not complicated. If you live in a Florida home right now, it's your primary residence, you've filed for Homestead, and you're planning to move to another primary residence in Florida you're in. That's literally it. You just have to apply on time. Florida gives you until January 1st of the third year after you sell your original home. So a 2025 sale means a deadline of January 1st, 2028. As long as you stay within Florida, portability stays with you. All right, let's talk numbers, but don't worry, I'm not turning this into a math class. Let's think of it as a story time instead. Imagine you own a home in Merritt Island. The market says your home is worth around $600,000, but thanks to the Save Our Homes cap, your assessed value, the number your taxes are based on, is only $250,000. So you've got $350,000 tax cushion built up. That's $350,000 is your portability amount. Now let's say you're moving to a new home, maybe something bigger, something with a pool or something closer to the river. If the new place is more expensive, let's say $800,000, a home in Viera, you basically get to subtract the $350,000 cushion from the value of the new home before your taxes are calculated. And then you also get your homestead deduction on top of that. Suddenly, you're being taxed on $450,000 instead of $850,000. That's a life-changing difference. Now, if you're downsizing, maybe the kids moved out or you just don't want to clean the fourth bathroom anymore. Portability still helps. It just works differently. You get a percentage of your savings based on the value of the home compared to the one you're buying. And even then, it can still knock down your assessed value dramatically. So the short version, whether you're moving up or downsizing, portability gives you an advantage. It softens the shock of buying a new home. Homestead is really the foundation of this whole thing. It's what gives you that low assessed value. It's what creates your tax savings, and it's what makes portability possible. If your home wasn't homesteaded, portability wouldn't exist. So when you buy your next Florida home, make sure you homestead it right away. That way, you start building new savings immediately. Now, here's the part that surprises almost everybody. When you sell your home, the buyer does not get your low tax bill. They start fresh. So if your taxes are $2,800 a year right now because you've lived in that home for 12 years. The new buyer may pay $6,000 or $7,000. Totally normal. The good news, even though the buyer doesn't get your low taxes, you get to take those savings with you. That's portability. A lot of people think the property appraisers set their tax rate or decide how much taxes they owe. That's not the case. The appraiser's job is to figure out what your home is worth and apply your exemptions, homestead, portability, and any other you qualify for. They're the ones who send you the trim notice in August showing your proposed value. And if you ever disagree with your assessed value, that's who you talk to. They don't collect taxes, they don't set the rates. Different offices handle those parts. Florida actually offers several other exemptions, things like senior exemptions, low income exemptions, widow or widower, disability exemptions, and especially veteran exemptions. If you fall into one of those categories, you might qualify for even more savings. But portability is by far the biggest one for everyday Florida homeowner. Here's the bottom line. If you're moving from one Florida home to another, portability can completely change what you can afford. It affects your monthly payment, your loan approval, your comfort zone, and even which neighborhoods or cities you should be looking at. It's one of the biggest financial tools Florida homeowners have, and most people don't even know it exists. If you're planning to move in the next year or two, this should absolutely be a part of your strategy. So if you're selling one Florida home and buying another, and you want to know how much portability you actually have, reach out. Let's run the numbers together. Once you see your portability amount, you probably will feel a lot more confident about your move. I'm Carrie Leota, your Space Coast Realtor, and I'm here to help you make smart, educated moves in the Florida market. And if you found this helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and drop a question in the comments.